Hello, this is Mary from Around the Craft Room. Thank you for coming over and checking out my channel. If you like my videos, please give them a thumbs up and subscribe. I told you in one of my videos I was going to show you what to do with the little shavings from these fabric crayons. So when you sharpen them, you have the little shavings like you would with any crayon or pencil. So I've taken a heart shape from Cricut Design Space, just simple heart shape, and we're going to make it. But then when we put it on our mat, I don't want it up here in this corner. I want it more down in the middle of the mat, because what we're going to do is we're going to use the outline of this paper, not the heart itself. So I want plenty room around the outline to be able to use it. So I'm going to go down here and make it and continue, and then I'll show you what we're going to put on the mat to use for the paper. Okay, I've put just a regular piece of freezer paper on my cutting mat, and I've put it with the shiny side up. So we're going to load that into our Cricut and then just cut out the shape. Unload, but we're not saving the heart, we're saving the outside of the heart. Okay, I'm going to try to stay in frame here. So what we're doing is we're taking the shavings that we had from these fabric Crayola crayons. Whenever I sharpen the crayons like this, then you would save the little shavings, and I just saved them in a little box here. So what I've done is, first of all, you want to I laid at least 3 layers of cardstock or paper or whatever you have down on your ironing board. It's not as bad as a wax crayon, but it still will go through everything. So I lay probably 3 layers of cardstock or old paper. This is papers that I've used for other projects, just whatever I have. And then we've got our freezer paper cut out. And I've taken just a piece of white fabric. This one is, I think it's like 50% polyester and cotton, something like that. Just a piece of white fabric. And then I'm going to take my heart shape that we cut out, and I'm going to take this shiny side down onto our fabric, and then take the iron, just take an iron and iron it down. It's kind of hard to see since everything is white, but then I'm going to lightly, and I do want it lightly because otherwise you're just going to have a big glob of color. So I'm just going to lightly spread a little bit of this color of these Crayola shavings onto our heart. Just like that. Just a little bit. You don't want very much. Alright, and then I want to cover it with the butcher paper. This is pre-used, so it doesn't really matter. But make sure you want it covered, because you do not want your iron touching all of these, any of these little shavings. And then you're just going to iron it down. Iron this color into this heart. And we're going to lift it up, show you what we got. The thing is, it's not going to show up the heart itself unless you go in and outline the whole heart. Let's try this with just this color. I'm just going to try to just roughly go around the heart itself while it's on there, just the paper where it's kind of coming off of the heart, so you can see the heart. Then I'm going to put this back on here, and we'll just try to melt that part in a little bit. Probably should have done it a little bit smoother around there. That's okay. Then I'm going to pull up the freezer paper. Well, some of it went outside because it was a little heavier. This is what we have. Using the little shavings from fabric crayons. Now I'm going to take another piece of this paper, this fabric. I'm just going to move it on down because I've got a good piece of that fabric cut off. Again, this is just poly cotton. I've got another heart, same thing. Another heart cut out here. And I'm going to iron him down. Now I have another. This is just stuff that's left over from our other videos that I've been doing. So if you want to check out my other videos on coloring and with the fabric crayons, and also coloring with Cricut infusible ink. So this one, I'm going to take this heart. I ended up with a lot of pieces of heat resistant tape. I'm going to take all these little pieces and just randomly put this on my heart. Let's see what happens. Just going to put little pieces of tape down. And then I'm going to take this red crayon, I think it's red, and use it and sharpen it in here. And that way I'll just have one color. Turn it upside down in my pencil sharpener here. And just put little pieces of it around my heart. Just little bits, not very much. You don't want very much on them. I'm going to go ahead and go color around my heart just a little bit so I can tell where the heart shape is. Okay. Now I'm going to put a new piece of butcher paper down. This one's been used a little bit, but it'll be all right. Okay. Let's iron that down. Ooh, I got lots of splatters of that everywhere. And pull up our freezer paper. All of our little pieces of tape. You know what you could do with this? You could take a piece of tape and take this tape and strap it across and have, that would be cute too. If you took a piece of the heat resistant tape and just made a stripes across your hearts or your designs. Okay, there's our little heart. Done. And that's all fused in there. You can put that on a t-shirt or something. You can wash it. That won't come out. There's our hearts. Done with the fabric crayons and just the little shavings that we had off of sharpening the crayons. Thank you for watching. If you have any comments, just leave them in the comment section below, or any suggestions on any other videos you would like to see. Have a great day.